Are you being audited and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will work with you using our years of experience to represent your case to help you get the best resolution under the IRS guidelines. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. We've handled thousands of cases, so we know what we're doing. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a Tax Doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mitra Basaraba.
And I'm Mara Hutchings, nurse practitioner. Welcome to Southern Tennessee Cardiology. Here at Southern Tennessee Cardiology, we offer a variety of testing done right here in our office. Along with our highly trained and skilled staff, we have the latest technology for cardiac stress testing, high-tech ultrasound, and cardiac monitoring. Whether you are experiencing chest pain, palpitations, or need clearance for surgery, Southern Tennessee Cardiology is here for your cardiac needs.
God. Oh my goodness. This is one of those cool neighbors that you need to know segments. Rick Huffines,
Yep.
Executive Director of the Appalachian Conservation Institute, better known as ACI,
Yes, that's an easier way to say it.
is here. We'll kind of get into it. You guys sit back and enjoy some of this information because it really speaks near and dear to our hearts. So before we start off, tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Rick.
Yeah, so I am from Tennessee, Middle Tennessee. I'm not from this area, and
We probably can, though, if you're from Tennessee.
we probably are. Yeah, I have worked in conservation as a professional conservationist for almost 40 years. It'll be 40 years in April, and I worked with the United States Fish and Wildlife Service in the National Wildlife Refuge System. So it's a sister agency to the Park Service. Parks are parks and refuges are refuges. One is different than the other, but they're both in the same department in the U.S. government. So I worked with the National Wildlife Refuge System for almost 27 years. Started off as a law enforcement officer, then I worked myself into being a refuge manager, managing a national wildlife refuge. Got to actually start one in Kentucky, which was really neat. And then worked my way into the regional office, and I retired as the deputy chief of the refuge system for the southeastern U.S. Yeah, it was a big deal. I was very proud of
That is
that.
a big deal.
Yeah, and then I started working for the Tennessee River Gorge Trust, which is a Chattanooga-based nonprofit that protects land in mostly Marion and Hamilton County within the Tennessee River Gorge. I did that for 11 years and retired to take this job on, which is probably going to be my last one.
So he said.
Yeah, to help get this new project up and running and started, which is a really exciting one that we can talk about this morning and share with everybody what we're doing.
Okay, all right. So segue to today, or basically 2 years ago. How did this come to be? We're talking about a segment of land, 11,000?
It's 10,850 acres.
So close,
Yeah.
close.
Mhm.
That's right outside of Tracy City.
Yes. So there's a couple from Chattanooga that wanted to purchase a large tract of land. And part of the goal of them purchasing that was to create protections on that land and make sure it's open for the public. They wanted to be involved in it and be a part of the whole process. They've hired myself and the rest of the staff to help create this institute, ACI. That's a place. The three tenets that we work off of are land protection, land restoration, and scientific education. And access is a component of that as well. Letting the public come and access the place and enjoy the place. This beautiful place, by the way.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. And so we created the nonprofit called the Appalachian Conservation Institute. We're working with local universities like Sewanee, University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, to look at the science aspects of what's there, because we want to make sure that what we're doing is good for the land and that we can keep the land healthy. And that's the primary goal of what we're doing. But then also to protect, restore, and allow people to come and learn more about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago?
It's been almost 2 years. I started November the 13th of 2024. Yeah.
And so this is like a new concept. I have not seen this in conservation world. This is new, isn't it?
It is different what we're doing. We take a little bit of a different approach to things from a conservation perspective, because part of our mission is to let people come and explore untrammeled. And that means like in the horse industry, a trammeled horse is hobbled. And we don't want to hobble people in the way that they come out and explore the land, because we recognize that in the past, the community itself has been on this land for 200 plus years. And then the Native Americans that were here before the settlers were here for thousands of years before that. So we want people to be able to come out and explore it the way they have in the past. But we also have to, what we say, or respect the land's limits, because we have so many people in the community now. We have to make sure that what we're doing and what we're allowing doesn't cause harm to the land as we're doing it. And that's the part that you have to really work hard as the executive director to balance, because you want to make people happy. You want them to come out and be able to enjoy the place, but you also have to make sure that you're taking care of and allowing it to restore itself.
Well, isn't that true? I mean, I'm an off-road person, an advocate of that. They've been doing it since motors were originated, and so being in the woods and the motorized, I just kind of know it's the freedom of being outside. Everybody has their needs. Hunters have needs. Horseback riders have needs. But it's an education process, so you just don't all of a sudden get a vehicle or get a horse and then understand what that means to respect the land. Yeah,
it's the cumulative effect of what happens when it's like when just you, the viewer, wants to come and ride a horse. You're saying, well, I'm not going to have an impact, and you're probably not going to have a great impact. But everybody who comes has some impact, and it's when you come and 16 others come, or you bring a UTV and you come and you're doing what you consider as a good behavior out there on the property. But when there's 100 of them that come, this cumulative effect that starts happening. So you have to start looking at it and saying, well, how much can we allow? And that's a fluid thing that we're trying to figure out, is what can we allow and where do we need to say, I think that's enough. We got to back that up a little bit. Or in cases like hunting, we just did a deer survey and we realized that we're way overpopulated with deer. And we've got to do more with the hunting side to bring that population down to make it a more healthy deer herd. So what the numbers that we decided were what we call the quotas for the hunting for the day, we're going to have to up that. And we may have to change the way that we allow harvesting. We were starting with archery only. I think we're probably going to have to look at doing shotgun and muzzleloader to get started to take some more deer off the land. So it's things like that. It's this fluid process of listening to the community, who may not like a limit that you put on, say, how many off-road vehicles we can allow per day through the property and still keep it healthy, and listen to that and say, okay, I hear what you're saying, and let me explain to you why I can't give you that number that you want. And this is why the number that we're using why we're using the number we're using right now. It's a difficult balance sometimes, but it's a fun one.
Well, it's fun, and bottom line, we need to leave Mother Earth better than we found it.
Yeah.
You know, it's we have to be good stewards, and that means that they do need to get out and know what that means. And you're not just saying it because you ride a black OHV and you don't like it.
Yeah.
right? You're doing
Yeah.
it scientifically.
Yeah.
This is teaching folks how to respect the land because
Yeah.
by golly, it's ours.
Yeah, and there's not as many open spaces like that anymore. And I'm not an opponent of people living out in the land. I'm not an opponent of people building houses and developing in these beautiful places because humans are part of this whole process too. All of us are the same. So I think we've got to just find that balance.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have to have places that we say, let's keep that like it is. Let's hold that dear. Let's say we've got to have this open space. It's very compelling when one of the open space views that we have a wildlife camera up there and we see the wildlife come up and look at the same thing we do. They want the same thing we want. They want to walk up to a place, look out and see this beautiful open space and know that I have places to go for food, shelter, water, and space. And it's the same for us, giving us that feel of knowing that open space is out there. We're not going to develop everything. We're going to hold some of it aside, and we're going to say, this is a special place that my grandparents used to roam around in, that my great-grandparents logged on, mined coal on, all the different extractive uses that we've had in the area. And we say, that's all right. We support that too, because that was good for the families of the community. But we also want to take some time and say, let's give it a rest and let it restore.
Yeah. That's beautiful because it is healing. It's, since the beginning of time, our mineral springs, being out in the woods, everyone's like, I've done that my whole life. But it is a healing process to be out in that space and in nature.
Yeah, it is. I think the space is the one that we always forget in that definition. Food, shelter, water, and space. We feel the lack of food. We feel the lack of shelter. We feel the lack of water. We actually feel the lack of space, but it's usually in the form of stress that we don't associate with what it is that's really stressing us. And the space is the thing that I think sometimes we need just as much as food, shelter, and water. And that this is a way for us to give that space back to people and let them know that it's going to be protected in perpetuity in the long run for everybody to have that open space to come to. Yeah.
And is that what the fellow and his wife wanted for this? I mean,
yeah, they do. They're in the process of donating the property year by year over to the Institute. We got our first swath donation last year. It was around 3,200 acres, I think. And then as their needs require, because they do get tax benefits for donating the land, and they should.
As they should.
Yeah. And they're able to, they'll donate more each year as they need to us. And then in the long run, the goal is for all that property to become part of the Appalachian Conservation Institute. And then it belongs to the community. It belongs to all of us. Yeah.
All right. I've got to, because when we get older, we watch birds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
you become that person.
Yeah.
As y'all know. So you've got this cool bird thing that you do.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So we have the Bird Observatory that was built last year. We've been through 2 seasons so far. And what we do is we study the birds, and people would say, well, why do you study the birds? You know, some people don't understand the value of what they provide for us. They're more of that indicator species of the overall health of the forest for me as the manager of that property. So as the birds go, the forest goes. And as the forest goes, the rest of the animals go. So we can't study every creature that's out there and look at, you know, we did the study for the deer population. We can't do that for all of them. So what I know is that if certain birds are on the land that should be on the land, and certain birds that aren't on the land that should be on the land, that gives me information to know what do I need to do to the forest to make it more balanced and make it more healthy for the bobcat, the bear, the deer, the rest of the birds, your coyotes, everything that's out there. So we study those birds by capturing them in these nets called mist nets. They're these large 40-foot long, 9-foot tall black nets that are kind of like the nets you see in the restaurant industry for hair nets. They're real thin black threads of nets, The birds fly into them. They're harmlessly captured. We take them out. We look at their overall body health. We put a band on their leg. It's got a 9-digit number. We let the bird go. We determine age and sex of the bird, whether they're nesting, do they have body fat, are they getting the groceries that they need from the forest, and then we use that information to do sort of like if you have a child and they're telling you that they're sick. You ask them, what's wrong with you? My throat's hurting, I have a fever. Well, this information is the same to us. It tells us there's something wrong. And then we can adjust and prescribe something to the forest or something on the land to figure that out. We also learn that with these birds, we know that they migrate. So they go down to Central and South America for the winter. Then they come back up here to make their broods for the summer. So we have to look at the full life cycle of the birds, because it may be that our forest is healthy, but it's not healthy in Central America. Or it might not be healthy on the migration route. And so we're actually tracking these birds. It's really cool. Just little tiny nanotechnology that we put on their back, and it tracks the bird. Bird will come back the next spring. We'll recapture that bird, take that little backpack off, and download the data, and we know where it went and how it flew.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it is.
Oh, my gosh, all this technology. And how many times do you do the banding? Didn't you do one in January?
We do them in the spring. We tried to do them this fall, but weather was killing us.
Okay.
We also had trouble this spring with the weather. We try to do some public bird banding days. If you follow us on Facebook, you'll see the announcements for those. We'll be doing that again in the spring. We do a little bit of banding in the winter, but it's usually nighttime banding for owls. And so it's not really a public event. But during the spring, we'll have some public events this coming spring. If we don't get as much rain as we did last year, which I'm not cursing the rain. I like the rain.
We like the rain.
Yeah. But it made it difficult. It seemed like it rained every time we scheduled a bird banding event. But we'll allow the public to come out and ride around while we're collecting birds and watch us do the banding and the examination of the birds. We usually let the public release some of the birds. That's always fun. Watch them put the bird in their hand, let them open their hands up and let the bird fly. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And then the fall, we'll do some again next fall. We just struggled this year to get it done.
It happens. You got a lot going on over there.
Yeah, we do.
You had that big picnic.
We did. It was our first open house. We've done a couple of public meetings, which went over really well. We've done 2 of those, one in Trace City, one down at Sequatchie Cove Farm. They were well attended, which I'm glad that the public wants to come and learn more about it. Then we did an open house because you want to be transparent, because there were some people just didn't understand what we were doing.
Well, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, I think some of them saw all the infrastructure work we were doing on the gravel roads, improving those roads so that people will be able to use the property better in the future once we start opening up for hiking trails and things. They saw signs for the roads, and I think they started thinking that we were a developer, and we aren't. And so I think it was important to open it up. We think a little over 100 people showed up Saturday. It was great. We took them out to one of the big overlooks.
Oh.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Tate's Point.
Yeah, it was. It was beautiful. We showed them around the grounds. We had some good food. I think people had a blast. Yeah.
Well, and get them back in nature. That's the way it's supposed to be. All right, let's talk about processes. How do you access the land?
So the best way to do it, everything we do is free. Start with that. Free.
Nice.
Free. It's free.
Free.
So we don't charge for permits, but we do ask that you get a permit for your activities. So if you want to ride a horse, you go on the website, there's a tab on the website for access, and then you would register on our access site, and you get what's called a Recreation Access ID. We call it a RAID number. RAID, Recreation Access Identification Number.
Sounds governmental.
It does. It's weird. Yeah. But it was the system that we bought. We had to buy a system that worked that way. And it's called Recreation Access ID. Once you have your ID number, then if you want to, you go to the Rec Access is the website that we use. You go on there and you pick the activity you want to do. You check in for the day. And then at the end of the day, when you get back home or on your phone, if you have a cell signal, you check back out. We know that you came, we know that you went, and then we can track how many people are actually using the place. And people would say, well, I don't really want to be tracked. And I get that. So the reason why we do that is that when we write grants, some of the grantors want to know how many people are using your property.
They do, yeah.
So that piece of information is why we ask you to check in and check out. Then we know how many people have ridden horses, hiked, ridden a bicycle, hunted, ridden a UTV, any of those things. We can show those numbers for the year of who used what. And
Well, that helps though too in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Speaking of scientific,
Yeah.
you can know trends like horseback riding just
Yeah.
exploded.
yeah, it
Just
did.
exploded.
It
I mean,
did.
who knew?
Within the last 2 months, there was one lady. Her name is Mary. I think Mary Taylor. I think's who she is. She started coming out to ride, and I think just started something on Facebook. And now we've got horseback riders coming during the middle of the week, on the weekends. It's great.
Yeah.
I saw her out there Saturday.
Yeah.
She was back out there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we love having the horseback riders. We'd love to have more people come out, and if you have a bicycle, you can ride on a gravel road. So street bikes aren't great for it, but if you got a bike, you can ride on a gravel road.
Mountain biking's big.
Mountain biking. You've got almost 40 miles of roads behind locked gates, so there's no cars. You can ride around. There's trails. You can ride on the fire breaks, any of that kind of stuff. Walk a dog. You can come out. Archery hunting's open right now. We may change that to open it up to more access. You got the ability to ride your horse. You can ride UTVs down in the cove, not behind the lock gates up on top, but down in the cove. We've got UTV riding down there. We are going to start enforcing a number on that. We haven't yet. I wanted to give people time to get used to it. There was some change coming.
They have handled us so well.
Well, I don't like change either.
Oh
so,
my
yeah.
gosh. I mean, you eased in the changes over such a long period of time. It's like taming a horse. You know, you just kind of ease in, and you're like the horse whisperer.
No, well, I try to take it slow because I'm the same way. Nobody likes sudden change. And I knew that when we came here, if we started sudden change, they wouldn't like what we were trying to do, no matter how hard we tried. So we've just been telling people for almost 20 months now, there are some changes coming. We've been handing out business cards on the weekends to riders saying there's a permit system coming, because we know how many people use that cove down through there.
Sure.
But we can't allow that unfettered access. It's bad. They're tearing up some stuff bad down there.
We have some yahoos.
Yeah,
we do. Every sport or hobby has them.
Yeah. But the majority of people are families. The majority of people are down there enjoying it the right way. We recognize that, but we've got to start putting some benchmark out there to say, this is where we're going to start, and we'll adjust from there if needed.
Sure.
But it'll again be a free permit, but it'll be first come, first serve. But we're still going to allow riders to ride.
Yeah, because that is, a Coalmont OHV Park, one of the premier places in the Southeast.
Yeah.
And it's a destination park, and they're just going to need more land too. But it abuts y'all.
There's one piece of property between us and Coalmont, and I think that landowner allows people to flow through them as well. And we're going to allow that as well, but there'll probably be a benchmark. Well, there will be a benchmark number that we have to work off.
That's called managing.
Yeah,
managing the resources.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right. Hunting. Let's go over that really quick. So I don't have the seasons in front of me. Usually, I'll look that up a little bit better. Is it the end of October? When is hunting?
Right.
You're not doing gun.
Well, we may. After getting the information we got back, we have 96 deer per square mile. That's a lot of deer.
That's a lot of deer.
We need to have around 25 for it to be
Yeah.
healthy. So we may have to open up. We're going to have a talk about that. I'll have to sit down with the board of directors and ask them what their thoughts are. But I think we're probably going to recommend that we open it up to maybe a higher quota, not too much, because we don't want it to be a safety problem and have too many people on the same property together. But we may open up to shotgun and muzzleloader.
Nice.
High-powered rifles on that flat property up there with too many people is probably not a good idea.
Probably not.
So right now we're open to archery. Again, it's free, and it's first come, first serve. I think there are 11 permits a day that we issue, 7 days a week. Well, actually, we're closed every other week, and we have 1 week a month that's locals only. That
Nice.
was the other thing that we did.
Nice.
So all of our permits, there is 1 week a month or every other week of the month is locals only. So if you live within local zip codes, you can get a permit. People from Chattanooga, Nashville, and other places can't get a permit.
Nice.
And then,
I love that.
then every other week it would be open to anybody, including
Anybody.
locals.
Okay.
So the locals are open. Anytime we're open, the locals can apply. Yeah, and anytime every other week, if you're outside those zip codes, you can't apply. You cannot.
Well, deer meat is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's a great resource. You know, I'd rather see the meat being utilized to feed families than, just trophy in the head and then that's it. Processing plants, are there any local processing?
You know, there is one, I don't know where it is, but one of our employees, Corey Gurman, just had 2 processed for our open house Saturday.
Nice.
So because we served some venison there that day.
Good.
We had some venison burger and some pepper poppers and stuff like that. So there are some. I don't know exactly where they
Yeah.
are. I think it's somewhere here in Mont Eagle or in the area.
That'd be fantastic. Just started thinking of those things. It's if we've got so many deer that
Yeah.
need to kind of be, because Swanee even has a
Yeah.
deer culling,
Right.
and they
do.
love their deer.
Yeah. And theirs is getting to that healthy range, and we'll get there too. We're using the same process that Swanee used.
Okay.
And I think one of the things that we do is you have to take a doe before you can get a buck tag.
Okay.
So you can't just come shoot a buck. You can get one, but you got to first take a doe. Then once you've checked that in with state of Tennessee, you get your tag number from that.
Okay.
You have to put that back in the system. And then we know you took a doe on our property,
Okay.
and then you can get a buck tag.
Nice. And
Yeah.
so I guess you guys, do you do patrol? Well, I'm not going to go into all that. You've got cameras everywhere, I'm sure.
We've got some cameras at the gates just to make sure that people aren't trying to bust around the gates with vehicles and stuff. But I don't want people to think we got cameras everywhere. There are some at the gates. We patrol the property, but again, it's a very soft-handed approach. It isn't about enforcement. It's about education. We use Marion County deputies, off-duty deputies. We pay them on the weekends to help us spread the word down in the cove with UTV riders and up on top when they see visitors and hunters. And it's about education. It's not about citation.
Which, once again, that's a wonderful approach
Yeah.
for us. I
Yeah.
mean, what a novel. I'm not saying that TWRA is very, intense in their thoughts, but it's nice to have a landowner that's gracious and wonderful.
Yeah.
And I love Josie, by the way. Okay.
Yeah, she's great.
What have we missed?
Let's see here. We're working a lot on our infrastructure still, and I would ask people to be patient. With trails will be coming. We already have some because we're mainly using fire breaks because we'll be doing some prescribed fire to restore the land back to what we call a pine oak savanna. So it requires some burning, but we do that in very small blocks, same as Swanee, doing prescribed fires to create the habitat that should be there. And so trails will be coming. I think probably some primitive camping will be coming. Some parking areas will be coming. Road infrastructure will continue to be improved. We've been working on some construction infrastructure so that we have, like our bird observatory, we have solar energy out there because it's off grid.
Yep.
So we have a little microgrid of electricity. That's how we have electricity out there. We're building a small shop that's out in the field that'll help us be more efficient while we're working. Like if we're out there and we're working up, putting plumbing in for a bathroom, and we're missing a 75-cent elbow, well, it's almost a 2-hour round trip to go out here to Mont Eagle and grab a fitting and come back. So we're going to have a small shop out there that will have a limited amount of sort of that, I guess you'd say, hardware supplies, so that we can keep ourselves flowing on
That's super
day-to-day
smart,
work.
yeah.
But yeah, they're putting in the small shop. They're putting in a pole shed for equipment and things like that. And then we'll be back on roads. We're trying to improve roads and access down into the cove, and we'll just continue doing it. That's almost a never-ending thing, is road maintenance and road construction. Yeah, because we try to use what's there, and the extractive uses of the past. That when they built roads, it was pretty much, let's get to point A, let's get from point A to point B the quickest way possible. That's not always the best road. So we use what's there, and then we modify it to maybe put some cutbacks so it's not so hard with erosion and water rushing down the mountain. So we're working with that stuff, and we'll continue doing that. Caves are a big thing down there that we need to explore a little bit more and understand what's in our caves, looking at the culture of the caves, human culture, and then looking at the animals that are using the caves.
Bats are a very sensitive issue.
Yeah. So that's kind of the things I would think. Working hard on the website, trying to communicate. So please go to the website.
What's the address again?
It's the
whole thing.
Yeah, it's a mouthful. Appalachian Conservation Institute.
.org, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's on the website is AppalachianConservation.org.
Oh, so we
Yeah.
got rid of the institute on the website?
I think that's right. Yeah.
What did you know?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's Appalachian Conservation Institute.
And I love the name.
.org.
I love the name too.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's really what it's about. And Rick has been agreeable to discussing my elk dream.
Yeah. Now that's a big one. So you and I have started
Just the discussion.
preliminary discussions. So it'll take a long time to work through TWRA and other folks to see if it's a viable place. But with the properties that we have and some of the state properties in the area, it's a possibility. Maybe.
It's not out of, I mean, I know it's high in the sky, but we just don't know. They were indigenous.
Yes, they were here. The natives came to this plateau area from the valley to hunt buffalo, what we call the wood bison. It's a little different than the prairie bison. The wood bison was a different animal.
Really?
It was a buffalo, but it was different.
Huh.
A little smaller, and it roamed around in these more wooded areas versus the big prairie ones.
Big, huge ones, yeah.
And they're gone now. They're totally extinct. But then we had the elk and we had the white-tailed deer, all three. And they kept these areas up here on the plateau burned pretty heavily so they could keep natural pasture. They didn't have John Deere tractors back then. The Native Americans didn't have John Deere tractors, or Massey Ferguson or International. Don't want to step on anybody. Everybody's got their own brand. But they use fire. And so we're going to use fire to bring back some of those grasses.
Yeah.
And then help the turkey, help the deer. And then if down the road the state finds it viable, maybe we work towards trying to have some kind of reintroduction of elk into the area.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been waiting on the mountain goat trail since 2005. So, I mean, I understand long processes, but you have to start the conversation.
Yeah. And by the way, I haven't told you this. I did talk with the landowners that still own the property that hasn't been donated, and their thumbs up with the process.
See, just one little step.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool? And bison would be great. Anyway, all right. So you've got a Facebook page.
Yes, Instagram.
You've got an Instagram.
Yeah.
And you've got your website.
Yeah.
And from the website and Facebook, I guess you click a link on the Facebook and it goes into where you can get your permit.
Yes, all of that.
All of that.
There's access through those different channels, not Instagram, but I think through Facebook animal. You can get to the website, which will get you to the other stuff.
To the other one. And it's really easy, honestly. You it's scroll down, you're like, I'm doing that.
Yeah, that's it. Once you get your ID number, you're in, and then you come in and you say, I want to get a permit today to go hiking, and you hit general access. I want to get a permit to go horseback riding, you hit that. And then we just ask you to check back out at the end of the day so we know you went in and you came out. It's nothing other than us getting those numbers or metrics to be able to use for grant writing to get more dollars, let's say to build more trails.
Right.
Or to put new signage up so you know more about what you're seeing, interpretive signage to say, this is a prescribed fire area. That's why it's black right now, because it's been burned. And then you come back 3 months later and it's lush green grass. And you start understanding why we're doing those
Yeah, and quantifying, I mean, it's just important to
Yeah.
do that. I know the parks would, when you sign in, I don't know if it's still the same, but so they know who's out at dark,
Hmm. Yeah.
right? They
Yeah.
just need to
Yeah.
know who's here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's about. That's all we want, is to be able to know who's using the property and that everybody got out safe.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're so glad to have you in the community. Like I said, you have been the Appalachian whisperer around here because we're clannish, and you have
Yeah.
just navigated this so well, and we're just so proud to know you, and so proud of the mission
Thank you.
that we'll be able to use this as as we should.
Yeah. And we're very appreciative to let us come on and tell the folks in the local community about what we're doing.
A cool people you should know segment.
Yeah.
I mean, you should know this, and it's just a wonderful asset.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Anything we can do, you come back anytime. You've got the booking link.
Yeah.
So if something's coming on, you
Oh, yeah.
just come on.
It's true.
All right, I'm going to send Rick out to spread his own brand of joy and sunshine, and we're going to go on a quick break. Thank our sponsors. We love them, and we'll be right back to the regularly scheduled program. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. See you in a minute.
In Luke chapter 12, Jesus teaches about a life of witnessing to the good news about himself and the kingdom of God. It's in this context that he would say the following. And he said to his disciples, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat, nor about your body, what you will put on. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing. Consider the ravens. They neither sow nor reap. They have neither storehouses nor barn, and yet God feeds them. Of how much more value are you than the birds? And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to his span of life? If then you are not able to do as small a thing as that, why are you anxious about the rest? Consider the lilies, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin, yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass, which is alive in the field today, and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O you of little faith? And do not seek what you are to eat and what you are to drink, nor be worried, for all the nations of the world seek after these. And your Father knows that you need them. Instead, seek his kingdom, and these things will be added to you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give to the needy. Provide yourselves with money bags that do not grow old, with a treasure in the heavens that does not fail, where no thief approaches and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Rather than beating you listeners over the head, I'll just say this. When Jesus gives actual instruction regarding how to specifically carry out his teaching, the expectation seems to be to actually carry out the instruction. We may know the traditional part of the song, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God, all these things will be added unto you." But do we truly consider what it means to provide ourselves with money bags that do not grow old? Let this challenge. I'm J.D. Cantrell, a member at the Mont Eagle Church of Christ, but really I'm just a guy who loves Jesus and wants to follow after him. May you do the same, and may you be.
Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic, 592-4242.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
Taking pictures of these. Hey, oh my gosh, how wonderful is that? How wonderful. He's my girl Jenny Veal. She's Department of Tourism. She used to be with SETA. Bike Tennessee, just all of it, outdoor recreation. She was bragging on Rick before we got a chance to meet him, saying, because I was a little paranoid. I'm like, someone buys up 11,000 acres, next door. What are they going to do with it? And there's been some bad experiences, I won't lie. This is the Appalachian Conservation Institute is one of the biggest blessings next to our 3-state park that we have. And super excited. The permit system, super easy, gorgeous, become one with nature. Anyway, and he loves it. You can tell the passion that people have for the land. And that's our roots, Native American and living off the land. That's who we are. That's in our blood. That's in our DNA. And getting back to understanding and being at one with nature is just getting us back to who we are. And if you haven't yet, go outside and enjoy things. All right, so we had Grundy County Saddle Club. I'm going to do my column today. So if you have any information that I need to get in there for today, let me know. It's by noon. Our cute little Trinity Lemons was here, and she was talking about the Grundy County Saddle Club Youth Board. We always love these long names. But they're doing a cool haunted trail and hayride. Love this idea. It's going to be over at Trinity's house, and her parents are really cool about it. 465 Company Farm Road in Colmont. We all kind of know where that is. $5 per person, can't beat it. The Friday and Saturday, so 17, 18, 24, 25, and 30. And this is late night, so it's 8 p.m. to midnight, Friday and Saturday night. And it's a trail that uses with a horse, but it's walking, and it's a haunted walking trail. And then a haunted hayride to get you back. So the logistics, they did a really good job with that. And then they'll have hot chocolate and little yummies and a bonfire and just all the things that make it wonderful during the Halloween season and fall in general. So let's support our Grundy County Saddle Club Youth Board. Definitely going to mention that. Let's see what's going on at Greta Carrick Memorial Library. I saw Miss Carol again last night at the school board meeting. I don't know. It's on GCTV. All right. So today, Beth Reiner, she was there last night, is going to be doing a book signing at the Crafty Ladies Book Club, and that's at 1:30 at the Greta Carrick Memorial Library, and that's in Colmont. And they're also doing the Coats for Kids. Today's the last day for donation. Dropped off new or gently used coats, gloves, hats, mittens. You can knit them, you can crochet them, you can buy them, you can donate them, all of the above. Just go to a Grundy County library to drop them off. And then on Friday, October the 24th from 5 to 8, they're going to be giving them out. And that's also going to be trunk or treat for Colmont. So come on out. For Grundy County families in need, bring your child pre-K to 18 to receive coats. Yeah. And they even have adult stuff too, so just keep that in mind. Coats for Kids, that's done today. Let's see. All right, so Friday and Saturday, that's not this weekend, that was last weekend. Baker's Chapel is doing a fall festival on the 25th. They're going to start a revival on the 27th. MES is doing their trunk or treat 4 to 7 on the 24th. On a trail we talked about. October 24th is bingo at Gritley Lager Community Center. Chili hot dogs, etc. I think funeral expenses for free. No one. I think that's right. November 10th is Veterans Day program at Cowan Elementary School. The 20th County Commission is meeting at the Armory. A lot's going on there. I think there's a Ride on Time, October 18th. So that's this weekend. Ride on Time is at Campground Free Will Baptist Church in Pelham, and that looks like it's at 5:00. And then tonight, I've got my red, white, and blue. The Charlie Kirk Vigil is going to be at Roundhouse Park starting at 6. Great speaker lineup. Well, I don't mean great speaker lineups, but it should be a wonderfully meaningful vigil. I'm gonna put it that way. It should be a very meaningful vigil for the life and times and the future of the Charlie Kirk movement and our young people, and going back to faith, family, and freedom. So that's tonight at 6, Roundhouse Park. Birthdays. Let's go to birthdays really quick. All right. Oh, we got a bunch. All right. Memorial for President Eisenhower. I think that's on there. Tim Meeks' birthday is today. That's Miss Evelyn's youngin'. Kevin Hampton's birthday is today. Miss Glendon's. Memorial for Steve Stampley. A memorial for Ann McDaniel. And it looks like Edith Nunley's birthday. I think that's Leslie's sister, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what else is going on over here. Birthdays. Today's a full day. I'm going to the beach after the show tomorrow. Candy Myers, happy birthday, Candy. Hope it's wonderful. Tim Meeks, there's Tim. Tom Meeks, Tim and Tom Meeks, all the Meeks. It is Tom Meeks' birthday today. Mayor Meeks of Colmont. Happy birthday, Tom. We're Libras together. Isn't that fun? Jessica London, Susan Nunley, Freddie Wilson, Steve Hale, precious Jensen Ferris. Love her. She served. Was she National Guard or was she regular? I don't know. I love her. Jensen Ferris, one of my girls from Mo Charlie's. Brian Jones, Shelby McNeese Meek, happy birthday. He's Meek. Stephen Meeks' birthday. Shelby married a Meek. He's a McNeese. Stephen Meeks, happy birthday. And I think that is what I have. Let's go into the prayer list. Let's continue to pray for Deborah Drury, Jeff Pickett, Jay Langford, Patsy Kennedy, Blondell Lockhart, Ronnie Bryant, a.k.a. Spider-Man, Charlie, Leslie, Baby Green, all the unspoken, especially Miss Jones' unspoken, the nation. We're doing pretty good. I'm pretty good. Mike, prayers for Mike, Crow Rollins, Sheila Johnson, Letice. Let's give her an extra bigger hug on that one and an extra prayer. Her hip is absolutely killing her. She's going to have to get that surgery. But it is a lot of pain, and she's just in a lot of pain. So and I hate that. I'm so sorry, Letice. That hurts me. That hurts you. Heath Stafler, Squirrel Lane family, Steve Melton. I gotta get an update from him. I think he was in ICU. Kathy Bourne Cox family. And then Miss Ophelia, Miss Dola, and Miss Linda. Let's pray for them. Lord, thank you so much. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful fall. We're so thankful for sunshine. We're so thankful for peace in the Middle East. We're so thankful that the hostages came home and the happiness of their families. It makes me just want to jump for joy for that conclusion and just your victory. I know this is you. I know this is you working, because when we unify and when we do things all together, that's where it all comes together. And thank you for using President Trump and getting that done for world peace, eventually world peace. Thank you so much for the strength of leadership and all of our leaders, local, state, and federal leaders. We're so thankful that you have them and that you put your arms around them. It's a hard job. It sure is. So thank you so much for everything you do. If you don't mind, just do an extra bit of love and light for the folks on our prayer list. Some are hurting deeply, both physically and mentally. There's so much sickness going around, and just, if you don't mind, just an extra bit of love for the folks that have been asked to be prayer for, if you don't mind. We love you with all of our heart and so thankful for you every day of our lives. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. To the phones. Let's see what's going on. Morning.
Good morning.
What are you doing? Those videos were amazing. You guys have got the creepiest stuff.
I ain't doing nothing right offhand.
Oh my goodness. Those, and the moving ones, the moving talking ones.
Oh yeah.
Wow, the witches, and then that man, and then just the dog shivering, and
Yeah, the grave digger, yeah.
yeah, I mean, y'all did good.
I got one coming, I think Thursday.
Oh goodness, what is it?
It's a scarecrow.
Oh, that's right, the scarecrow.
Yeah.
Oh, and oh my goodness, it's good. It's so cool. You guys did good.
I know.
Huh.
I got to get my wig, I think, or something on that one on the tractor.
Oh, the tractor one's super fun. Yeah,
I got to get it a wig on.
yeah, that solves everything. All so cute. We'll put. Someone mentioned that Stormy needs to have an outfit.
Oh, you got one. Yeah, she does got one. I don't want it on.
See, Diane, Stormy does have an outfit.
Yeah, I can't think what it is. What, crab? Yeah, it's crab.
That's so funny. Yeah, you need that. Do the dogs get outfits too?
Well, they got some, but they don't like wearing them like the other one did. But she's passed now, so.
Yeah. Yeah, the little puppy that I'm, the foster dog that I think they're keeping is so precious. And she's got this little pink wrap. It's like a cape. And she loves it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never dressed a dog before, so.
Oh, yeah. Our other one, she loves to be dressed up.
Oh.
I mean, and if you took it off of her, she'd try to bite you.
Oh, my goodness. I've never dressed a dog, so it's a new experience. It's so fun. What are y'all getting into today? I can't even believe you're home.
I know, right? She had her own clothes. Yeah, she had her own clothes. When they like to go get them clothes out, she'd be sitting there waiting on them to give them out.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah, she was always like that. Yeah, she's always like that.
Well, it's like kids and hair bows. You just got to get them on, get them started with it, and then you can put them on all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to get her started. She was always like that.
She was always a princess. Well, I think that's so flipping cute. Well, this one I love, and I can't even believe it. So.
Well.
I know, she's so cute.
Oh, yeah. You said it was like a cattle dog, right?
No, this one. So Taylor has the golden I got from Joyce. I got from Joyce. So I've got the Bailey Sunshine's baby. And then they were fostering a dog because Taylor volunteers over at the sanctuary. And there's this little 16-week, almost died white, maybe it's skinny. I don't know what it is, but it's so ugly, it's cute. And it's precious. So I think they're going to keep her.
Well, that'd be good.
I know. Well, she's a cuddler. It's like babies. Well, why you have so many babies is because there's a certain stage when they're just cuddly and cute and wonderful, and you miss that. All right, kids. Well, happy Tuesday.
And happy Tuesday to you.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, bye.
See you, bye. They weren't playing along with me anymore. Morning.
Good morning.
Whoa, Leslie. It is a beautiful morning.
Yes, sun's shining. I don't hear no birds singing, but
It's a little chilly. I'm not saying that I hate it, but it's a little chilly.
yeah, I put feed out there in the feeders yesterday.
They're eating quite a bit. I was telling Eric that they're like feeding up for winter.
Yeah, well, they'll be around when they find it. They takes them a day or two.
My cardinals stay out year round
Yeah.
for whatever reason. All right. What do I need to know today, Leslie?
Oh, just everything hunky-dory.
I'm telling you, we got the hostages came home.
Yeah, thank God good.
Oh my gosh. I was crying along with everybody on that one.
You hear Trump's speech?
I don't think I did. Was it good? I'm sure it was good.
Yeah, he gave everybody credit except himself.
You know, he's like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's braggadocious, but he gives credit where credit's due.
Yeah, he gave Boucher credit for getting that done and getting a ceasefire, peace in Israel and Hamas. And he said Russia's next.
Well, Russia's going to have to see. It's just like when people work together and it's successful. Russia's going to have to see that's the way.
Yeah, it's the only way to peace is everybody get together and talk it out.
Yeah, I mean that goes from small nuclear families to world leaders.
Yeah.
And fighting only benefits the dark side.
Yeah, that's a shame too. We got a few that still give Biden credit for the hostage release. You know how they are.
Well, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
We had someone last night. It was kind of wild. We had someone last night speak from the school board meeting.
Yeah.
And the federal government has taken out the DEI stuff out of schools, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was a part. It trickled down to our school board, so it was taken out. Thankfully.
Well, that's Trump.
I know it is, and there was someone who spoke that disagreed with that, and then thinks that they needed to add it back in. There was crickets. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was crickets, but yeah, there's still folks that believe that.
Department of Education's been messed up for years.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why I don't know. Maybe that's why they're fighting it. So Hamas it's all going to be good. So where are they now with that? I mean, Hamas is going to get, or whatever, Palestine's going to get what they want.
Well, Gaza's going to be rebuilt for the Trump.
Yeah.
He said he's got to get things started on that, rebuilding that.
Well, and he's utilizing the folks all around, neighbors, the people there. America doesn't need to be going nation building.
Yeah, he's calling all nations together to help rebuild and restructure it.
Yeah, they have more money than you know what over there. And they should be, instead of paying people to fight, they should pay to make this a shining city.
Yeah, the trouble is war's a profitable thing, and that's what people want. They want continuous warfare so they can line their own pocket through the blood of other people.
But that's the beauty of Trump using tariffs to have victory in these negotiations.
Yeah.
It brought, because that's the only thing they understand, money and force.
Yeah, the tariff's gonna work that good. It's just people's gonna have to give you time to work.
Well, it's that piece would not have happened without the tariffs, without threat of financial hardship if they did not agree to get along.
That's true.
I mean, it's a tool. He used it and it worked.
We're gonna continue to work as long as he's in there, and then we're gonna get Vance in there, and he's gonna finish up what Trump started.
God, I love him. I'm serious. If we can get 12 years, we've got it, because that's how much it took to get us to where we were on the other side.
Yeah, I believe Vance is gonna be the next president.
Oh, I love him. I love him.
Unless something happens that Trump can run again.
Nah, yeah, I highly doubt that. But nothing's been crazy either. I'm okay with Vance.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at some point you get older and you need to pass the baton.
Yeah, he's watching Trump. He's right along there with Trump on these things. So.
Yeah, he's ready to pass the baton, but he had to, make it upside. He needed to correct it and get it going in the right direction.
Yeah, well, he's gonna get there.
I can't have to sit on my hands keep from clapping all the time.
Yeah.
All right, Leslie, it's Tuesday. The boys just went in. What time is it? 8:50. Dang it. All right. Let anybody, happy birthday to Edith, by the way.
Yeah, happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday to Edith. She's younger than you, right?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody we need to pray for? Anything we need to know before we go to Ezekiel?
Everybody needs prayer.
Amen.
I mean, everybody.
How you feeling?
I feel pretty good this morning.
I love it. All right, so we're in Ezekiel 7 still?
Yeah, we're going to go from 19 to 22. We're kind of low on time this morning.
Yep.
But that's another part of this. Tomorrow we'll get the rest of this chapter.
All righty. Reflection. Boom. All right, I'm ready when you are.
The idols will not save Israel. All right. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. As for the beauty of her ornament, he has set it in majesty, but they made the image of their abominations and of all their detestable things therein. Therefore have I set it far from them. And I will give it to the hands of the strangers for prey, and to the wicked of the earth for spoil, and they shall pollute it. My face will turn also from them, and they shall pollute my sanctuary, the secret place, or shall enter into it and defile it.
All right. What does your Bible say anything about that?
I don't think I got any more on 8 there.
Okay.
Wait a minute, I might have something here on. Well, I got 14, but not 19.
All right. Any thoughts on this passage?
Well, I was thinking how people worship the things that they've got, the silver, the gold, the homes, everything they got to take their place of God. And if you take these things and put them before God, that's your God. I mean, it can be a four-wheeler or a fishing or whatever you want to do on Sunday when it's time to go to church, or for anything else that's on your heart besides serving God. That is going to be your God.
Right.
You stand before Him, He's going to bring that up. It's going to be your idols and your worship. It's not toward Him.
Right.
So He's serious about this stuff. People just don't understand how serious God is. He is omnipotent in all things. He knows all things, and people can't get past that.
Mm-hmm.
He is El Shaddai, Father of all. God, God of Israel. He's the main course.
Well, that's pretty much what Ted said, so I don't think you can do it any better. It just said personal application. Where do you place your sense of security? In the possessions, power, or status? Are there beautiful things in your life that risk becoming idols, things that draw your attention away from God's purpose? Ask God to help you see wealth as a tool for service, not a substitute for faith. So, another great message today, Leslie. Thank you so much.
People need to be careful what they put before God and His temple.
Yep. Yep. Hey, we're doing a prayer vigil for Charlie Kirk tonight, Roundhouse Park at 6. FYI.
Okay.
Just down the street.
All right, then. If I don't forget, right now and then.
Well, it happens. I know. All right, buddy. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. See you. Bye. Morning.
Morning.
Granny, what are you doing?
I don't know. I've had this phone that's about to break my arm. But anyway.
It's physical therapy.
I know that. I know.
It's physical therapy. It's making your arms strong, Miss Elledge.
I know. But anyway, I want to get somebody that needs a hospital bed.
Yeah, hospital bed. Who needs one?
I know it is practically new. It's already tucked down, and it's got a real good mattress to it. And if anybody needs one, I can't even talk this morning. But anyone needs one, I'll take $125 for it, and that's a bargain.
That is a bargain. I love it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'll get off on here, and you got my number, right?
Well, I'm glad that you held out. Thank you so much. You're going to call Miss Elledge at 635-2967, and she's down in beautiful Hubbard's Cove.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, honey. Always great to hear from you. So glad to have you back.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Morning.
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh, there's my Barbara. How are you, honey?
Oh, well, I'm above ground.
I feel you. I know that you haven't been calling, so you've probably been feeling poorly.
Yeah, and a lot of things going on. I just, grandkids and great-grandkids, the birthdays and all of that.
Yeah, you had a bunch of birthdays, didn't you?
And what?
You had a bunch of birthdays.
Yeah, there's 4 this month.
That's
three of them back to back.
Did everybody have what they wanted to eat? I mean, because that was always, all right, what do you want me to cook you?
So far, we couldn't do anything for Austin Sunday. He had to work.
Okay.
So we got to do that today.
Okay.
First day, hers is on 26, and she always wants chicken and dumplings and dressing.
Yeah, sure.
And Jazz asked her, said, "Can't you wait to Thanksgiving?" And she said, "No, I gotta have it for my birthday. That's what Nana's always fixed me."
I'm telling you, that is the best gift ever. I look forward to my birthday meal with Grandma Nell every single year.
Yeah, and yours is coming up.
Mine's Thursday, and I'm going to be sitting my tail on a beach chair.
Yes, I don't. I hope it's warmer than it's been here.
You know, as long as I can hear the waves and do the salt air, I can bundle up.
I tell you what, the last few nights, I've been hesitating, to light the gas heater because it warms up during the day.
Yeah, it sure does.
But I'm going to have to get it ready to light it because these last few nights I've been cold.
It's been chilly. I was lucky to have some dogs to snuggle with. It was chilly.
Well, I don't. I have to wrap up here by myself.
Yeah, that's where those electric blankets come in, Barbara.
Well, I got one of them electric throws. I forgot about it.
Yeah, I forget about it too until I don't. And I'm like, I'm freezing.
And I think I'm going to have to get mine out.
I know. No, Barbara, no shame in that game, girl. No shame in that game. Well, do we need to pray for anybody? Anything that we need to know?
Yes, ma'am. I got a call Saturday night.
Okay.
My sister called, and she was crying so hard I couldn't hardly understand her. And she said she needed prayer for my nephew. He fell out of a tree. He does that archery hunting and stuff.
Oh.
And broke his back in
Oh.
3 places.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I've been worried to death about him. He's down there in Vanderbilt.
Oh, my goodness. Well, what's his name? Well, he definitely deserves to be on that prayer list, for goodness sake.
Right. Dwayne Sims.
All right, Dwayne Sims. How old is he?
He's in his 40s. I'm not, I think about 45.
Okay, yeah, that's, bless him.
And 3 weeks ago, they had to rush him to the hospital. He had a heart attack.
In his
And,
40s. In his 40s.
Yes, and the doctor asked him if he eat a lot of fast foods or fried foods and stuff, and he said, "Yeah, I live by myself," and he said, "I eat out a lot," and one of his arteries was blocked 100%. I told my sister if he'd have been 24 hours later, he wouldn't have been here.
Seriously.
And so they did stent.
Okay, yeah, so he's got cleaned out. Okay. But he broke his back.
He wasn't supposed to have been out doing that, pulling that bowl back, but hard-headed.
I don't know anyone like that, Barbara.
He's, I don't either, really. But he told my sister, he said, "Mama, if I die, I'll die doing something that makes me happy."
Well, true story. That is a beautiful way to think about it.
He loves hunting.
Yeah.
And that's what he lives for. He'll travel to other states, and go on hunting trips.
Yeah. Well, it's just like Jay Langford. He, bless his heart, he loves. There are folks who love to motorcycle ride.
Right.
And it's just, there is caution to that too.
Oh yeah, I don't think I ever had anything I loved that much.
Well, I jumped out of a plane once, and that was enough for me.
Not a hobby or anything, that.
Yeah.
That I'd risk my life out doing stuff like that.
But there's certain folks that love the thrill, and I get that.
Yeah, I know they are.
I mean, I get it, and it's just being safe is not always the way to live either.
No.
But anyway, I just
it's boring.
I mean, right? That's why you need good hobbies. So,
right.
But maybe he'll start eating healthier, and maybe that will help his recovery. That's crazy. 3 places.
Yeah, but when she called, she didn't know how bad it was.
Yeah.
The doctor said he's got a long road to recovery.
Yeah, sounds like it.
She wanted a prayer, and so we got the prayer band started, got praying for him, and when they checked him down there when he got in Nashville, he can move his limb.
He can?
He can. He can bend his knee up.
Wow.
Stomach. And he can move his arms.
Wow, Barbara.
Yes. That goes to show you how great our God is.
Amen. That is such a praise report.
It worried me to death because I knew that she's not able to take care of him. She had a heart attack last November.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy.
And he lives by himself.
Sure.
And I'm thinking, who's going to take care of him if he's paralyzed?
Yeah.
But he can move his limbs.
Man, that's a praise report.
Broke in 3 places.
That is a praise. Wow.
I told her, I said, that's a miracle in itself.
Yes, ma'am.
You see how good our God is.
Amen. Amen. Well, that is a beautiful testimony. Thanks for sharing that, Barbara.
Well, I don't mean to go on and on. I just,
Hey, we need all the success stories we can have.
I just know prayer works.
Yes, ma'am, it sure does. Sure does. And that's scientific and that's faith, too.
Well, but with most back injuries, especially getting your back broken,
Yeah.
You worry about being paralyzed.
Sure. That would be the first thing that I would have thought about when you just told me. I'm like, well, he's probably paralyzed.
Right. And I've took care of people that was paralyzed because they got their neck broke.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. We'll just all keep praying, Barbara.
When she told me he could move his limbs, I just thanked the Lord and praised him because I knew what a back injury can do.
Yeah.
And
yeah, no, I hear you, Barbara. That's a praise report, girl.
yes, ma'am, it is, and I'll praise him anytime I can.
Amen. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm so glad that you called, Barbara.
Thank you for listening.
All right, honey. You have a wonderful day. You call me again soon.
You too.
All right, see you, bye. One more. Morning.
Good morning, Miss Ava.
Hey, Miss Joan, what's up?
Oh, not too much. I am looking for a cat.
Well, I bet there's plenty out there. What kind of cat are you looking for?
Just an outside cat, a mouser.
You need a mouser. Mousers are important.
Yeah, we had a cat for, my goodness, several years, and one morning I got up to feed her and she was gone. I don't know if a owl got her or a fox got her or something.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos lately of that happening.
Yeah, but I really missed her, and she was a good mouser.
She's a good mouser. All right, if you have a outdoor cat that looks fierce and fabulous, call Miss Jones, 779-3549.
Thank you, sweetheart.
All right.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Morning.
Morning.
And what are you doing?
Oh, everybody you're working on.
I love it, Miss Ophelia. Are you doing good today?
Feeling pretty good this morning.
Well, the sunshine
Turn rain, so I don't guess I'll be doing that.
Well, so good to hear from you, Miss Ophelia.
It's good to 6 years worth you all.
It
just seemed like everything just in a dream. It just doesn't seem like real like it. I've lost one of my brothers.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm so glad that you did call, though. Always great to hear from you.
Okay.
All right, Miss Ophelia. See you. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
Oops, sorry, honey. Morning.
How you doing, Miss Sarah?
Hey, inking in. How are you?
Well, I've just been kind of around inside here, and you want the bad news or the good news?
I want the bad news first.
Well, you want the good news or what?
You just tell me which one you want to do.
Well, buddy of mine works out, you might know, Baby Bars works out in Tomont Down.
Right.
He talked about yesterday morning. So we loaded up forward.
Hey, bud. I've got Tim and Mac in the wings. Can we save this for tomorrow?
I sure can.
Is it something that we need to know today, though? I don't want to stop you.
No, I'll tell you about it in the morning.
All right, honey. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day.
I thought I better call in before y'all went off.
Yeah.
Y'all hadn't heard from me.
Yeah, I know. We're just running kind of late. Thank you, honey. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay,
See you. Bye. All right, see you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Evelyn. I have to cut it short today. Tim and Mac are in the wings. Is there anything that we need to know today, though? Can we save it for tomorrow?
We can save it for tomorrow.
Always great to hear, and happy birthday to Tim.
Yes, happy birthday to Tim.
All right, honey. We'll talk tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Right, see you. Bye. All righty, that's it. A little bit over, but tomorrow we will have Joe Lurgio with the Caverns. He's going to announce the winners of the finalists for the sing-off in the Caverns December the 5th. So super excited about that. And then I'm sure, unless no, I think Mayor Brady is going to be with the governors at the Rural Summit. So we probably won't have Mayor Brady here tomorrow. So that's it. Go out there and spread joy and sunshine. Don't forget about the Charlie Kirk vigil tonight at 6 at Roundhouse Park. Other than that, always great to be here and so thankful for you. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you tomorrow.
TennCare's new diaper benefit helps our youngest members and their families stay healthy and happy. If your child is younger than 2 and has TennCare or Cover Kids, they can get up to 100 diapers every month at no cost. To get diapers, visit a participating pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. Just show your child's pharmacy card at the counter. For newborns without a card, you can use the parent's pharmacy card. The pharmacy staff will check to see if you qualify and help you get up to 100 diapers for a month. TennCare will cover a variety of diaper brands and sizes to meet your child's needs. You can find a list of covered brands on the TennCare diaper webpage.
Diapers are available at Mike's Pharmacy, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City. That's Mike's Pharmacy, 592-9190.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Monteagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and Certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Monteagle, Tennessee.